What's up, YouTube? What's up? So CNN actually had a segment called What Happened to the Funk? I'm laughing because I'm cracking up because White Network gonna actually ask what happened to the funk. Y'all knocked off the funk. Old plantation music industry didn't want no more grooves. If you grew up in the 60s, 70s, early 80s, you had bands, black bands, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Ohio Players, Sly and Family Stone, Tower Power, War, Cool in the Game, Barcades, Cameo, Confunction, okay? An average white band. You had black bands, Mandrill. You had bands that could play, that could write, could perform, arrange, produce. Parliament Funkadelic, okay? I can go off the top of my dome. The Isley Brothers. I can keep on naming. You know. You had Slave. You had bands that could flat out play. There's a few factors. How do I address this? Brothers Johnson. I can go on and on. Son. I can go on Roger and Zapp. And, you know. The industry got cheap with technology. It had a lot to do with Reagan and them. They took the music out of the schools. And what ended up happening is consequently, obviously hip hop was cheaper to produce. It's like going from if you are a how I would describe this. I'm a vegetarian vegan, but I will say this for the carnivores. If you are like a New York strip or if you like filet mignon, then they went to Hamburger Helper because that's what hip hop and rap is as far as productions and samples. It's cheap and basic. You can tell. Let me give it to you like this. The best way I know how. If you had a real funk band out here right now, the Roots wouldn't be on no Tonight Show. They can't play no funk like no funk band. You see, it's homogenized because they manipulate rappers and stuff who play a little bit and they throw this on and they sell it to you like it's the real. They didn't want black bands to be acknowledged. The Ohio Players is just as charismatic and more talented than the Rolling Stones. There was no difference between what Sugarfoot got his influences from than Mick Jagger, but they don't want the funk. And they are fighting away to whitewash it. So that's why they had sampling and loop, and people come along and sample songs. And the other factor was the singular artist. Stevie Wonder was funky in the 70s. Obviously, Sly Stone was when he wasn't down with the Family Stone, but it was more about the band. Stevie Wonder started with his synthesizers. Then you get down to a Prince and a Rick James and eventually Michael Jackson. And then Lionel Richie and people go solo. Prince was one-man band. Rick James was pretty much doing almost like the one-man band. And Michael Jackson was huge. And then you sprinkle in a Billie Jean. You sprinkle